Water.
Is categorized as one of the most important natural resources on our planet and can be divided into salt and fresh as well as small and large.
These bodies of water provide almost all life on Earth.
We are Ecovilla, and we are here to discuss
the diversity of invasive species related to water.
Aquatic life consists of living things that live in or near water bodies. This aquatic life can be categorized into aquatic plants and animals.
All biomes such as the freshwater and marine regions have a natural predator-prey relationship, which keeps the balance in the population of its species. Introducing a new species in a certain biome may affect or disrupt this balance.
For example, a domestic carp or goldfish is a potential threat when released in the wild because of its ability to carry harmful bacteria and diseases that may affect the ecosystem. Invasive species are not strictly bound to aquatic and terrestrial categories. Alternanthera phylloxeroid is an example of an invasive species that can be harmful to both aquatic and terrestrial habitats. It is a threat to rivers, riverbanks, waterways, and etc. because of its ability and range of reproduction. The relationship of the invasive species and the development of aquaculture.
Aquaculture is the utilization of aquatic species as a source for food. It is done through harvesting, breeding, etc. of fish, crustaceans, and any possible aquatic species that could benefit our daily needs. The principle of grow foods was very integral to human consumption, and these harvested aquatic organisms became an alternative to terrestrial animals as a source of food, thereby progressing aquaculture into a competitive form of business.
How does the invasive species affect the development of aquaculture?
The reason why invasive species became a threat to the development of aquaculture is because they disrupt the aquatic ecosystem and also the food chain involved with the system itself.
The presence of these species can make any body of water ineffectual. With the spread of these invasive species, the native species of a certain body of water, most likely in lakes and ponds, tend to lose food and habitat. One particular effect of successful invasion of these non-native species is the production of planktons that will affect the food chain of those native species in that specific body of water. Similar to the previous example, Eichhornia crassipes, also known as the water hyacinth, is an invasive species that does not harm other species directly, but it disputes their habitats due to its rapid reproduction that affects lakes and rivers.
There are useful strategies of reducing or putting a stop to the spread of invasive species. Knowing the world around you is critical. Knowledge of what you are dealing with is a good start to tackle something big, such as invasive species issues.
First, something fundamental that you should do within your homes is that you should not release your aquatic pets in the wild, and goldfish would be an example that would damage the ecology of the world if flushed down the drain, hitting the nearest stream or waterways. Next, you need to plant native species to sustain the ecological balance in that area while preparing to grow a garden within the vicinity of your house. You should disinfect anything that is used when traveling if you go outside, so that you will not be capable of spreading invasive species unnecessarily to other areas and vice versa. Finally, one of the most typical and admirable acts you might do is to engage in your community's efforts to combat invasive species. By doing so, you will be able to actively aid whilst learning.
With that said, we hope you enjoyed and learned a lot about the diversity of invasive species related to water.
Once again, we are Ecovilla and thanks for watching.